Hello everybody, and welcome back to WildCraft Server. Good to see you. So, yeah, welcome to another episode. We've been doing a little bit of stuff in between episodes, so let's go and check a few things out. First of all, let's... I don't think I've shown you this, have I? Which is essentially where that little fella came from. I noticed a while back that we had a slime chunk, so I started digging out a slime area. So this is a slime chunk, it turns out, and so is this one. So we kind of figured that out before, so I've kind of made this level here where they drop down, but I'm guessing there he is. So what this guy can do is they'll fall off the side at the moment. Let's get him a minute so I don't fall off the side. So get off the side, there you go. And I've taken the corners out for now, so they are dropping all the way down to the bottom. There's the other ones there, so all four corners are out, but it means we've got two layers, as you can see, and then this one drops all the way down here. We've got three layers. You can see there's a lot more down here. So yeah, it just means that when I'm working down here in the sort of the mine area, yeah, I'm getting quite a few of these slimes, which is quite good, just handy to have. So I've kind of slowly over time just been taking these layers out, and I'm probably going to do the same. For now, I'm not really after loads and loads and loads of slime. We've got the slime farm back at spawn if I really need that, but I just kind of figured it makes sense. If I'm down here, if we're AFKing at the golem farm above, then it kind of makes sense that, well, we might as well be collecting these. So that's quite good. But it does give me a little bit of a challenge, and that's what I want to have a look at today, in that we've kind of got several things going on here, and I need to try and bring it all together. So if you think we've got this double slime chunk here, that's fair enough. And then if we come back through here, we come back through to our mine. So if we build a slime farm, we need somewhere to keep those slimes. We need a storage system. We need a automatic killing system. We don't really need the XP from them. So yeah, we kind of need a way of killing those and collecting all the slimes. But that creates a problem because we'll have a chest wherever that is. Now, I've got some chests here, which is just collecting all the stuff when I'm mining. And that's fair enough. But if we go back up the top, go back through this way again, it generates another problem because I seem to have chests and collection points all over the place. So this got me thinking about how can we automate this? How can we do something different? I'm just going to ignore these guys if I can for a bit. Go away, you. There, he's up there now. That's who knew? Right, go out of the way. Don't need you. So you can see the two chunks are quite efficient, really. I'm not going to build one of these massive farms. If we come up here, I'll show you where this is. So this is the ladder I've always had to come down from the sea. Okay, so this is going to have to change because first of all it drops into the slime chunks, but secondly it's not the most convenient place dropping into water all the time, so we need a new entrance. So that's something we've got to resolve. But when we come down here, this is where we've got the area for all the golems. So if we look in this chest here, this is all the drops we've been getting so far, so that's quite good. I've only been on for about an hour since the last episode, or a couple of hours perhaps, so yeah, that's starting to collect those things. The very strange thing is these carrots. My farm is slowly turning into a carrot farm, and I've got a feeling some of the villagers got, yeah, they had some carrots on them, so that's slowly transformed, but I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, so we've got the hoppers collecting all that stuff. It means we've got a chest here collecting stuff. Okay, so let's go back at the top. And then the reality is we've got some chests up here, but do we really need these chests? So we've got all these chests here. So that's storage, we'll get rid of that. But then we've got all this. This is all the stuff that we've been getting from here. So again, we're collecting lots of stuff as that creeper falls and dies from the mob farm. So we kind of need a way of collecting it all. So that's what I'm going to try and work out today. I'm going to try and sort out what is fast becoming a bit of a mess down here. The other thing is we've also got loads of storage up there, which is kind of in that section. And that may not be the best place to actually keep it, because what if I'm working over there and want something? I got to go all the way over there and get it. Or I can go into the portal, through the nether, and back out into the other portal. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a thing to sort out. So I think the plan is going to be, we need first of all a way of getting down, and I'm probably going to utilize one of these corners. At the moment we have this, and it kind of makes sense because this is going to be the elevator for villagers if we want to get them out. But then that kind of got me thinking, do we want to be doing that, or do we want to be doing something slightly different? So I kind of figured if we got rid of this chest, so we no longer collected things here, we wouldn't need any of this at the top. It would just be a farm. That's all it would be. It means we can take the portal and take it downstairs, which means then the villagers we can actually transport downstairs. We don't need to have them come up, we just have them go down. And we just need to get these to go downstairs as well. As it so happens, this is directly over, or virtually directly over, the hole. So what we could do is change this, convert it so that they still die here, although I suspect we could drop them all the way through, but that will cause a problem. So we'll get them to die here, we'll collect their things, and then perhaps put a dropper to actually drop the items down and have them collected in the same place that all the other stuff is collected. We could then have a sorting system, and that would look after it. So we've basically got somewhere to get all these items from. So that's something, but I've got to work out how we're going to do all this downstairs. I've got to see where it all kind of maps out to when we come down to this area. So that's something I'm going to be doing today. And then the other thing I kind of want to work on is really, because again this might not be in the right place, we might use one of the other corners, we might take it in a different direction. It all depends on how everything works out with this farm here. So we could then have these same drops going into the same sorting system, which would be quite handy. And we need to take these layers out, and then that means we could also have a sort of storage system downstairs for all our bits and pieces that we get down here. So we'll probably no longer use this entranceway, we'll just have an entrance that goes all the way down to the bottom, or we'll get down to the bottom via the nether. Now this is, as we've got the beacons here, this is directly under one edge, which kind of means that in that direction is the center. So if we go down here, if we go to this one here, this should bring us out. Yeah, so we're actually going past the slime farm. So as you can see on there, we've gone this way, so we've gone past the slime farm. Suspect if I go out this way, there you go, there's the slime farm. So that's kind of good because the center is actually another block or so over. The center is over on that aisle there somewhere, so that's kind of handy. So yeah, that's going to work out. So yeah, the center beam is I think it's this one here. I think the other one is to the side, and I think this is the center beam. So essentially 2 over this way is the center somewhere. So yeah, that means over this side, just at the edge of this slime farm here, around this area somewhere, and we're still within the range of the beacon, which is kind of good. We're going to have to work out, and we've got a sort of a largest area already semi sort of carved out. We're going to have to work out where the exact center is, where everything's going to fall, and where we're going to do things. So I think I'm probably going to do that now, a little bit of mapping, and then we shall come back and talk about the rest of our storage. Alright, so I've done some working out. This is easily broken. This is the dead center of the platform above, so directly above here, above this one here, yeah, is where the mobs drop down and get killed, and then obviously underneath that is a 4x4 area where the iron golems fall down and the villagers fall down. So that is the dead center, if you like. And I've marked out over here, so effectively you could say that this is the corner pillars within inside. So on one of them at the moment we've got a ladder going up, but actually that's over here and is inside the slime chunk, so that's no good, and likewise the other legs inside the slime chunk. So I've kind of got 2 corners of the farm above that I can use to get access up there. Now because we're going to move the portal down, it doesn't really matter too much. We probably won't need to get up there that often. It's really more for maintenance, and then if we jump down or fall in the water perhaps or something like that and we've got to get back down here, we kind of need an entrance. So it kind of makes sense to use one of these legs. And of the two, I'm probably going to use this one. And the only reason is, when I've looked at the top, this one is completely underwater, whereas that one still has some water around it. Although that might make a nice feature. I don't know. Yeah, probably not, because we're going down under the water anyway. We'll see the bits under the water. So yeah, going to use this one, I think. And I'm not quite sure I'm going to have a ladder there or there, but I'm sure I'll work that bit out. And this basically marks out the position of the portal above us. So if we place the portal there, it means we've got an exact portal placement for in the nether. We don't need to move the nether portal at all, because in theory, if we want the nether portal to be smack bang in the middle, it's got to be here, and that's no good because it's our mob drops. Although I guess at a push we could place the portal there, move the portal in one block in the nether, because it should be 8 across. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, so we could kind of place the portal here. And as you can see, that is dead center then, which kind of marks the middle of the portal. So because we'll probably bring the mob drops across at some point, like we already have with the golems. We've got to have a killing mechanism, so it could be that we actually do something above here and bringing them across and use this area here for collecting all our farm stuff. So I've not decided yet, which is why I haven't moved it. But for making things look good in the nether, I may want to move that portal, and that might be the logical place to put it. So we shall see about that. So what I need to do now is really get some temporary chest storage set up, and then sort of have a look at trying to sort out the way up to the top and getting rid of the other entrance, and just making it a nice way down really. And as you can see from this, even just being here and working all this out, it's causing a lot of these to spawn. There's like 3 or 4 there, and if you look in my inventory, I've already emptied this out once. We've just got tons of slime just from working down here. So and that's only from 3 slime layers. So I'll probably work on the rest of that slime layer in between as well, because it's just a bit boring cutting it all out. All I'm going to do is essentially every leave a layer, then I'm going to do 3 high, carve out, leave a layer, 3 high, carve out, and we'll see where we're left at the end. And then once I've done that, I can kind of work out my killing mechanism for these guys and where to bring them and that side of it. But right now it's just easy enough to go in and kill them when I'm down here really. So and the nice thing is the mob farm will be working up there, and or the mob farm won't so much, but the golem farm will be working up there, so that's okay. That'll be producing iron for us. Yeah, so that's quite good. And I've got some ideas as well about other farms and bringing all that stuff down here. And then we're going to work on some mass storage area, because this is really just going to be a collection point, I think. And then we've got to work out what we're going to do for mass storage as well, just to make it easy to get all our things. So let me get that entrance sorted out up to the top and brought down here with ladders, and then we'll get some temporary storage set up in here to make it nice and easy to access everything. So I'll see you back here in a second. And we are back, and as you can see, we have a working slime farm. So I've done, I kind of made a decision to be able to get all the chests and areas sorted out in there. I needed to work out what I was doing with this, because yeah, it's a lot of work, and I needed to really check and see where everything was going to go and where the slimes were going to end up and how I was going to kill them, because I went through a few permutations of how to kill the slimes. So what I've done, you can see the layers going up there for the slime farm. So this is 3 wide still, so they're all going to fall down, but they're only going to fall as far as here. Now what actually happens is the big slimes, they will fall through these signs, they will hit the lava as they go because it's 3 wide, and that will divide them up into a medium slime. So then the medium slimes will do their bounce, bounce, bounce trick all the way over here, but because this is only 1 wide, they don't fit. So they then bounce into that lava, and then they divide into the small slimes, and then the small slimes can basically fall down here. And all I've done is really started over in this corner here. And we do lose a few from where they like the 2 ones fall off there, don't hit the lava and they just break. But I've got so many, it doesn't really matter. So we started a water stream there, and it goes that way and it goes that way. And they basically come over at this point and meet. I think it's going to be about here. Yeah, and as you can see, any slimes will then disappear down into that little water stream there, and that comes out the other side. So let's go and have a look at that. So that's the slime farm, and I wanted to do a little bit of fun with the killing mechanism. So let's just have a look at that. So what we've got is, and this is basically a little slime elevator. So probably what a good idea, let's just wait until we get a few slimes coming up and you can see how it works. And there you go. You can see them working. So essentially they come through the tunnel underground. And you can probably see the big one here in action through the window. I can hear one. Where is he? He's at the top somewhere. He's going to come down there. Yeah, so basically the little slimes, they fall in fact there he is there, look, so he's dividing up into the 4. The 4s then bounce and then divide into the little ones. There goes another one. So yeah, that works quite well. So they all go down there, and then what they essentially do, the water stream hits this ladder at the bottom, and because it's only a 1 wide, they basically climb the ladder and then they head up into that water stream there. And then the other side of this water stream is the hopper, and just by there you've got a cactus, and then we've got lots of slime, and we have got lots of slime, and we have got lots of slime. Yeah, so it's working maybe a little too well, I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. So that's one thing. Now all these chests here, this is what I worked out that we have everything. And by the way, Smithy was over here a minute ago, and he's just done a little bit of a world tour flying around the base in spectator mode. So if you want to go and have a look at that, you get to see the base in a slightly different view. Do that. Go and check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can actually see where we got to at this stage here, or just slightly before this stage here. You can see all that. You can see inside of here. You can see inside the killing chamber we've done as well. So we'll talk about that. But these are basically all the drops minus that one there and that one there, which is iron and poppies. I've taken those out of there for the moment. But this is all the drops we're going to get down here from either the farm at the top, the mob farm, the iron golem farm, which you can see working there. I love the sound of this as well when it goes, because he's in water still. Oh, that lovely sizzle of hot metal. Yeah, so these are all the drops that we're going to get in this sorting area, and we need to do the sorting system for it. So what actually happens is, you may remember this was the area we looked at before, and this is the dead center. So I've got everything dropping down into here, like that iron golem there. The water stream pushes in this way, and just above there there's a lava blade. And again, you can see it on Smithy's video, but the lava blade there kills them. Anything else, because the lava blade is at the 3 high, so you've got 1, 2, and the lava blade at this height, the golems get killed, but anything else goes underneath, whether it's a villager, whether it's mob drops or whatever, goes underneath, and that goes into these hoppers. And then what I've done is I've started working on a storage system. So as you can see on there, we're getting quite a few iron drops underneath. So what I'm going to do, we've got 17 items there, and we're going to literally have 17 chests going in that direction. This is going to be our storage system of all the various drops. So what I've got to do, at the moment this comes into there, and you can see all those are coming into there and dying. So I'm going to have to take that hopper, and we're going to somehow bring it across and link it into these so they all go into the same system, because this is the automatic sorting system. Very simple to set up. As you can see on here, what we have is we have the top hopper with nothing in it, and so basically items come into there, and then they check the hopper below to what's in it. So in here we've got 41 iron ingots, because that seems to be the level for powering this redstone. As you can see, the top two redstone are on, but this one isn't. And if we get some iron, let's just get some iron in there. So if we put that iron, in fact let's put it into the top one so it all falls in. That all falls into here. You can see when it goes up to 42, it then powers this bit of redstone here, okay? And that then powers the repeater and then the red torch under there. So, or turns off the red torch, and that allows items then to pass through from there into this hopper and then into there. But because the torch is now powered, that one piece stays there. And then obviously I just got them dropping through into a lower chest there. So very simple system. And then all we got is a comparator coming out the back of that. And the great thing about this system is that it doesn't actually overload. So because we've got these extra items in here, which we've actually renamed to chewing gum. So we stuck some chewing gum into the system, and with that there, nothing else can come in here. It also means we can't overload this. We can't have two lots of 64 items, because if we did that, then what would actually happen is it would power this redstone next to it, and we don't want that to happen because then it'll start activating that one. So it's kind of a buffer built in. So all you need is these two blocks and that third bit of redstone there, and that's as much as you need. I did notice, I think Doc M did one the other day, and he only had it 2 wide, and I think no, was it? No, it's Etho. Etho had one the other day, and at his new jungle mining area, and he only had it 1 there and 1 there. Now the problem is he was getting overload problems. So all he needs to do is extend it by 1 like that, and then you'll have no overload problems. Don't need for pistons or anything like that. So yeah, so I've just basically come up with this nice colourful design. I'm going to have the chest areas with red there, and then we've got these yellow blocks behind. I've gone and got a load. Gone and got myself a load of repeaters and comparators, so we're going to get 17 chests going all the way along. And what it also means is actually I could take these down as well, because we're not quite at bedrock yet, so we can take this down a little bit further for further storage. So we might even do that as well, just to make it look really good. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do now, is actually just basically get this finished off, get this sorting system in place. And there we have it, our auto sorter. So yeah, basically extended that all the way along here. Some things don't got there yet, other things we've got quite a lot of. Yes, that's quite good, and we've got a chest at the end there, so anything that doesn't get sorted will go in that chest. And we've also got spare capacity, put another one here if we suddenly realise we've forgot something. So that's good. Hey guys. And also emptied that out, and you might see I've got a few iron blocks, because through here we are setting up another beacon. So this will be the opposite side of the area to where we are at the moment, and essentially this is going to be the beacon for that side. It'll be a double beacon, and that will enable us to get speed and haste on this side as well. I don't think we need that there, do we? Yeah, so it means we can start mining over this side as well, which is quite good, which also means I probably ought to be setting up an auto sorter as well for mining stuff. So that way I can just drop it off, and it'll all get sort of sent back to that central area. I might even do that with a minecart. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Have I miscalculated that? I think I have, haven't I? How many have we got on at the bottom here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's why I've used more iron than I thought. Okay, that's fair enough. I do want to come this way though, because it's going to be a double beacon. So I'm going to continue in that direction, and that will enable me to, and I didn't even need to put those on, did I? That will enable me to get the double beacon out of it, as I've got couple of beacons there, and we've got 2 with us. Yeah, so we've already got 1 working there, so that's fine. Well, we haven't got it working yet. We've got to go at the top and actually make the hole, so that's what I'm going to be doing next. So there we go, that's ready to get going. Yeah, so and I was going to color coordinate these so I can kind of identify which side of the thing I'm on. So I'm going to put this red, which probably means it's going to be the Mesa biome above it, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll call that an episode there, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll join us next time when we get the mining auto sorter sorted. Auto sorter sorted? Yes, easy for you to say. Okay, so my name's Wild Tracker. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Do click on like if you have. That really helps me. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.